dear people, big and small. This is Crazy Auntie Frida with FayeTv, wishing all Icelanders a happy Independence Day. I wanted to use the chance to talk about 5 things I appreciate and value about Iceland. First thing is art. I feel very welcome with my artsy chaos in Iceland. I have got to know a lot of artists of all genres, painters, musicians, dramatists, directors here, and it's totally cool to spend the evenings at a bar to discuss the latest project. I have heard the hypothesis in a movie that the Icelandic art scene is such vivid because there is basically no entertainment unless you make it yourself. Which leads me to the second point that I appreciate about Iceland: taking responsibility. Of course, there is a lot of discussion about the Icelandic nature and how vulnerable it is. And I have met a great deal of people who are involved in projects to save the nature, involve other people also in projects towards not eating whale or not using too many vulnerable resources. I would wish for a tourism that is less capitalist and more hand in hand with nature in general. Next thing I love is how people can be alone for themselves but are still there for each other. I sometimes don't see my friends for months and months, but when we meet again, we can start again at exactly the same place where we left each other ages ago. And I have had almost random people offer to drive me to the airport, which is 60 kilometers away from the city, so it's a long drive. Here is the only picture which I painted in the Icelandic colors red and white and blue, because I value Iceland's independence. Lately it has, of course, learned a lot about interdependence. My friends have said that a little country like this always has to depend on other people. And there is a lot of fighting going on, like verbal fighting, if Iceland should be a part of the EU or not. If it will not be, then it has to associate itself with the USA, which it doesn't directly want either. Even though it's a really popular joke that you're traveling around the world, because when you go into South Iceland from one tectonic plate to the other, you're basically traveling from Europe to America, or the other way around, within 5 minutes. And last but not least, I value small shops and small businesses. The Icelanders are very independent spirits, and especially after the bank crash, they made their own design very intensely. I have never seen as many start-up companies in one place as in Iceland. I've never seen as many people taking care of their own lives as in Iceland. And I decided to symbolize these little businesses with beads, because we're all kind of in a bead chain together. And the troll is typical of a tourism store, but here people are welcome with their ideas. There is a lot of state support for artists. There are a lot of companies which support startups even though they might become competitors. So I like this little creative country a lot for those things, and I wish everybody a happy Icelandic Independence Day, or as the Icelanders would say, gleðilega hátíð. Yeah, party hats of the even funnier kind, very common, and then the people have these football horns. So let's be happy about what we have. And by the way, you can win those envelopes if you comment with a question about Iceland, comment with something you want to see in the next video, and or have a really original idea what I could do for this channel. Bye bye.